Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. So today we'll be doing this full face glam right over here. Today I'll be actually using all the products that I received within this month of Boxycharm. I unfortunately did not get to use the Glam Glow Moisturizer because by the time I actually had my husband retrieve the package from the mailbox, it was very hot and runny. So I decided to just put it in the freezer, and actually no, I put it in the fridge. And when I was doing the makeup, I was already way past the moisturizer step, and that is why I did not use this. But I'm gonna go ahead and try and be sure to use this in my next video for you guys. But the rest of the other products I used for this glam today, and I hope you guys are excited and ready to get ready with me. So without further ado, let's get right on to the video. Alright you guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is to do my brows with Real Her Definer Brow Pencil. And for those who have been watching my videos know that I always prefer a brow pomade because it's easy to work with, and you also do get a whole lot of product for the same amount of price that a brow pencil comes in. I don't know, I mean this pencil actually works great, there's no doubt about it, but I'm more of a brow pomade girl. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a go. I would rather use a pencil whenever like I'm downstairs and I just want to go ahead and just do just brows very lightly and stuff, you know, and don't have time to carve out because it is really mess free. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my primer. You guys, I did purchase the full size hangover. I told you guys that I'm really going to invest in that, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that as a primer today and apply that onto my face. One thing I really like about this primer is that it really hides my pores, but it also moisturizes my skin. That is always a plus whenever I am actually having a very dry skin. For the foundation, I'm trying out a new foundation. This one's by Juvia's Place. I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. The shade I have here is actually Giza 540. And you guys, I've never really have tried this before. This is my first time, and OMG, I have never run into this kind of a pigmented foundation before. I seriously was in trouble today. I really had to work hard to make this foundation work today, so I didn't want it to, you know, repeat all the steps all over again and refilm this. But you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my time and blend it into my skin, and seriously I can feel the stickiness, the coverage while I'm, you know, blending it out with my beauty blender onto my skin. It is that kind of a coverage. So if you're like a natural looking foundation girl, then this may not be for you. Actually, this will not be for you. But I love a full foundation, full coverage foundation, but even for me it was a whole lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out, and I did go off camera just to make sure that I give this that extra time blending it into my skin so my makeup doesn't look very cakey at the end of the day. The concealer, I'll be taking Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in shade C4.5, which is a very cool tone foundation rather than warm tone, which is my skin tone. Because our foundation is a little too warm tone for my skin tone, all the products that I'll be picking moving forward has to be a little bit more on the cooler side so we can make this foundation work for my skin tone today. I really would hate to redo all of this, and that is why I'm just moving forward with it. And sometimes you gotta kind of, you know, find your ways and go through the obstacles to create a look, because it just, you know, makes you even more better. And that's what we're doing today. I'm also choosing to do cream contour only for that reason, and this is Wet n Wild. This is their shade Where's Walnut, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that generously, and I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my e.l.f. Cosmetics angled brush. To set it all in place, I'll be taking Japanese. This is their Velvet Touch Finishing Powder shade 01. I am taking that onto a tapered crown brush, and I'm going to go ahead and set wherever we highlighted. Again, this white shade will also tone down the yellowness of the foundation, is also why I picked this. I was really going for something else that was going to be like more like a banana powder, but we've got all of that. Like seriously, we already got enough yellow today on our face, so we're going to go ahead and bring that down. To set the rest of the face, I'll be taking Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation in shade Medium Neutral. For the bronzer, I am taking the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder, Lighter Skin in shade Natural, and I'm going to go ahead and take that onto a Fluffy Sigma Beauty Bronzer brush. For the contour palette, I'll be taking Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. It's been a minute that I have reached for this palette, so we're going to go ahead and take the two of these shades onto an angled brush to contour. And I'm going to go ahead and squeeze my brush to contour my nose. I will then be taking the lighter shades from this palette, and I'm going to go ahead and apply generously today because we again want to brighten up our face and take that yellowness away from it. I'm gonna go ahead and just set my face. This is Olay Mist Ultimate Hydration Essence Cooling Cucumber Water and White Mint. You guys, I've been loving using this. And I'm gonna go ahead and then take this beautiful blush. This is the Makeup Geek Cosmetics Head Over Heels. This is the blush that I used in my previous video. And you guys, I also layered this with the Cindy Luminizer by Balm Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that because I really enjoyed the outcome of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just redo it in this video. I try not to repeat so many steps, but this time I was like, I gotta do this one more time. The palette I'll be using today for my eyes is Teddy Boy by Butter London. I'm going to go and start with this beautiful white metallic shade called Archie. I'm taking that onto an angled Morphe brush to apply it towards my brow bone. Now taking the fluffy Morphe brush, I'm going to go and take the shade called Freddy, which is a beautiful lilac matte shade. It is also very buttery smooth, you guys. I did have to go in a couple of times to make sure that I built this color up to my like. And once I had it all the way to that depth and definition, I was so happy. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I will now be going with a smaller fluffy brush and taking the shade called Rupert, which is a dark navy color. I'm going to go and apply that towards the outer crease of my eyes to give it more depth and definition. I'm going to go ahead and pack it and start building that up and blend it into the first shade. Taking the synthetic flat shading brush, I'm going to go ahead and dampen that using MAC Fix Plus. Then taking the shade called Billy, and I'm going to go ahead and pack that right on top of my lid. I'll be applying it as if I am creating a cut crease. I will now be going with a different brush that was not part of the selection, but I'm going to go ahead and take the shade called Francis on it, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it in between the shade called Rupert as well as Billy, just to kind of blend the two together. Going with my Sonia Kashuk brush, I'm going to go ahead and dampen that with MAC Fix Plus, going for the shade Archie to pack that into my inner corner for pop of highlight. I will now be going back with the shade called Rupert with the angled brush, and I'm going to go ahead and really coat that brush in that. I will be lining my lash line with it, and this is going to give us that liner look today. Don't be afraid to, dampen your brush with MAC Fix Plus if you really want to show even more color, like really true liner. And I did do that especially for my outer corner so I can go ahead and create a nice wing. Going with a smaller blending brush, I am taking that shade called Freddy again. This is a beautiful lilac color, and I'm going to pack that and blend it out onto my lower lash line. To define my eyes even more, I will take that angled brush again, and taking the shade called Rupert, I'm going to go ahead and outline the lower lash line just towards the outer corners. After coating my lashes with the good L'Oreal Paradise, I'm going to go ahead and apply my falsies called Camisole with, I actually do not have any idea what brand. I apologize about that. I'm going to go and set my face one more time by Hydrate and Fix by Makeup Revolution. And you know why I'm doing that, because we really want to make sure we're not cakey today. And I'm going to go and take my Ebony Cosmetics. This is their shade Lilac, and it is absolutely stunning, you guys. It really complements this look. I don't really reach for my Ebony Cosmetics lipstick so much more, and I'm not sure why, but it was a little drying. Taking my Hourglass Ambient Highlight Palette, I'm going to go ahead and mix the outer two shades together onto a tapered Morphe brush to bring a little glow to my face. And for the highlight, you guys, I will be taking Benefit Cosmetics. This is the Dandelion Highlighter. I absolutely love the way it smells. I have to say it every time I use this, I'm going to go ahead and take that onto a crown brush, and I will be packing that right on top of my higher point of cheekbones, nose, and just the side of my forehead. I'm going to go ahead and coat my lower lash line with the same Paradise Mascara by L'Oreal Paris. And I'm going to go ahead and do it very lightly because I really want that lilac to come through. I do not want clumpy lashes. To finish off this look, I'll be taking Milk Makeup. This is the Kush Fiber Brow Gel. And I'm going to go ahead and coat my brows with it to finish off this look. Alright you guys, so this right here is today's glam. I hope you guys had fun watching this video. Definitely give this video a thumbs up to let me know. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is RC and I absolutely am obsessed with makeup, and I'm sure you are too is why you're here. Definitely hit the subscribe button down below so you can stay tuned and stay connected with me. Other than that, I love you guys and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.